Radhe Radhe. In today's talk, I'm going to be sharing some thoughts on the topic of personal and impersonal form of God. Everyone accepts that God is one, transcendental, infinite, and the abode of infinite divine bliss. Some of you may not know that God is also described as having two aspects to his personality. One is the personal and the other is the impersonal. The Vedas state, he, the Supreme Being, is without a body, yet he has a form. He is unborn, yet he takes innumerable births. Attaining him through either aspect, personal or impersonal, results in the attainment of divine bliss, which is, of course, unlimited, infinite, immeasurable, ever-increasing, eternal, immortal, on and on. However, the bliss of divine love of the personal form of God has a special, distinctive quality. Try to understand this concept through an example. Imagine seeing someone smelling the stem of a rose instead of the flower. You would naturally consider that person foolish. Although the flower and stem are both parts of the same rose plant, the rose itself has a special, distinctive aromatic quality that the stem lacks. Similarly, if a person eats the branch of a mango tree instead of the mango, we all would consider him mad. Although the fruit and branch are parts of the same tree, there is a special sweetness and flavor only found in the fruit. From these simple examples, we can imagine to a certain extent the difference between the bliss of the impersonal absolute and the bliss of the personal form of God. The Bhagavatam states, Vadanti tat tattva vidas tattvam yajnanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavan iti shabdyate. So the Bhagavatam states that there are three aspects of God: Brahma, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. The all-pervading, formless, impersonal Brahma performs no actions and is the object of worship of the followers of the path of Gyan or knowledge, known as Gyanis. The second aspect of God, as Paramatma, dwells in the heart of every living being and keeps a record of our uncountable actions of uncountable, innumerable lifetimes. Paramatma dispenses fruits of our actions and also notes each and every action of our present life. He is the object of worship of the yogis. A yogi's experience of the Supreme Being is therefore sweeter, superior to that of the Gyanis. The third aspect of God is the only one that bestows grace and descends to do so in a personal form on earth. This personal form of God can be experienced through our senses and therefore is the sweetest and most intimately experienced. Worshippers of this form of God or Bhagavan are called bhaktas or devotees. Please understand that the yogi, jnani, and bhakta all attain the same Supreme Lord. They all are liberated and attain complete fulfillment by experiencing unlimited divine bliss for eternity. However, they are known to be different based on the proximity of their experience of the Supreme Lord. To conclude, the manifestation of God we should focus on becomes very clear through this simple analogy that I'm about to share. If the bliss experienced by a jnani was compared to that attained by seeing a mango, then the bliss experienced by the yogi could be compared to seeing and smelling the mango, while the bliss experienced by the devotee or the bhakta could be compared to the combined bliss of seeing, smelling, and tasting the mango. And so, this is the reason that my Gurudev, and of course the scriptures alike, put so much emphasis on worshiping the personal form of God so that we can qualify ourselves for the highest possible divine attainment, to experience that full, complete gratification that we have eternally sought. So while the personal and the impersonal God are the two aspects of the same one God, the personal aspect of God is superior because of the experience of the supremacy of that bliss that a devotee could attain through spiritual practice. So I'll leave you with these thoughts. Shrimat Sadguru Sarkar Ki Jai, Shrimat Yugal Sarkar Ki Jai, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe.